This is the greatest thing you can do to yourself. If you sit here, this person is a pleasant experience for you. If you are a pleasant experience for yourself, everybody else will also experience this person as a pleasant experience. What great things you will do or not do, that is subject to various realities. Nobody can fix it 100%. You must understand, our actions are largely determined by the times in which we exist. Suppose you were here 5,000 years ago. Is that time period good enough or shall I go further back? 5,000 years ago. Being in India, recent means 5,000 years. 5,000 years ago if you were here and the virus came to you, you didn't have to do any social distancing because anyway there was nobody around you. Even if you wanted to infect, you couldn't find a person. So you need to understand what we are doing, our actions and what we do and do not do is the times in which we exist. If you were here 5,000 years ago, you would not be writing software, you would be doing something else. You would not be doing all the things that you're doing today. Don't think you are doing it, it is the times. In the times that we are in has its own weather, some smooth weather, some rough weather. If you learn to ride this weather gracefully, then people say you're a success. If you create a problem about every little fluctuation that happens, then you become a failure in your life. If you were a wave surfer, you've seen people surfing on the waves. What is his dream? He would like to have a tsunami. And the dream in a surfer's mind is a tsunami, 100-foot tall wave, whoa, riding it, that would be the dream. If you know how to ride it, even the tsunami is a wonderful thing. So right now, virus, it is not going by itself. It is not flying by itself and getting you. It needs us to get somewhere. It's for us to decide whether it goes somewhere or it doesn't go somewhere. It's our business to see that it doesn't go anywhere. It should not come to you. In case it did happen that it come to you, you must ensure it does not go to anybody else, 100%. Because this is the time to show who you are. As a generation of people, this is a generational issue, because no more it's a national issue. This is not an issue of a caste, creed, religion, no, or race. Virus is quite, very even-handed. It doesn't matter what's your race, what's your religion, what's your caste or creed, indiscriminately it is going to people. Initially people thought it'll only get the Chinese. Well, now everybody is realizing virus is not just interested in Chinese people, it is okay with anybody, quite indiscriminate. So this is a generational challenge. In these challenging times, will you ride this wave successfully or will you be crushed by this? Can only be determined by how responsibly you respond to this whole thing. With how much sense, or will we do something senseless and make this into a massive disaster? Right now, in India and in most parts of the world, except unfortunately in a few countries, everywhere it is still just people probably Lot of people don't understand what is a threshold anymore. If you go to an Indian temple, there will be 1 foot high threshold, will be little wide. If you're not physically fit, you will little struggle over that. But those who are fit, very effortlessly, they will cross this threshold and go. Right now, it's only a threshold to cross. But if we feed it with irresponsibility, this threshold has the potential to become a huge mountain that we cannot cross. So, it needs responsible behavior and responsible action. What does responsible mean? Normally, most human beings are in a state of compulsive reaction. Responsible action means you consciously respond. You consciously respond to what is in front of you, not compulsively behave, saying that this is the way I will do things. Conscious response. Because responsibility means it's just your ability to respond. This is the most important thing in your life, that you have retained your ability to respond to whatever comes our way. Because what comes our way is not determined by us, largely. To some extent, we can decide what comes our way. Largely what comes our way is not determined by us, the world decides. But whatever comes our way, what we make out of it is 100% ours. This is the time to show who we are. What are we made of? Are we human beings or are we just one more compulsive, instinctive creature? This is what is being tested right now for you. This is the test. This is an evolutionary test for you, I'm saying.